So we have New York, LA, Hong Kong. Where's my Miami people? If you guys don't know, I'm from Miami, also from Haiti, but I lived half my life in Miami, half my life in Miami, and now I am traveling. I was in Vietnam for 2.5 years, now living in Bali. So exciting. So let me start because as people are going to come in, I don't want to just say the same things many times. So let me just get started. So, hello everyone. How are you guys doing? So, I'm now in my new place here in Bali. As you guys may have seen if you're watching the videos, that we moved from the other villa that we were in into the new place that we're in now because it was a surf camp before the pandemic, and then now they're opening the surf camp back again because Bali is open. So we had to move, unfortunately, but it's okay. And the place is smaller. I will do another video this week to give you guys the price and more information about it. But as you guys saw, if you saw the last video, it's a room. It's a small room. There is a shared kitchen. There is a pool and also like a mini gym, which I really like. So that's really nice. Mina and Tanya, how are you guys doing? How's the weather where you're at? You guys are waking up Saturday morning, Saturday evening for me. Mina, you're also in Hong Kong, so same time as me. To wear a mask. Actually, Tanya's asking if we're still required to wear mask. Not really. I feel like it's not as strict anymore. I feel like the pandemic is more laid back here, but you never know. Sometimes they just change the regulations, but right now it seems to be more relaxed. So no, for now, but things change constantly. In my last video, when I was talking about like the things you need to know before coming to Bali, things are constantly changing. I'm not joking. I'll look at the recommendation, I'll say something, and then next week, oh, new regulations, things have changed. So for now, no, it seems to be more relaxed. But if you're planning to come here, always double check because things do change a lot more. Are you guys planning to come to Bali? Are you guys planning to travel? What are your plans? Let me know. It'll be great to meet some of you guys here or as I'm traveling because Ralph and I, it's always difficult when you do something but you don't know who's behind the camera. You guys can see us, but we cannot see you guys. From Ho Chi Minh City, hello Roxy from Vietnam. Excellent. How is Vietnam right now? I heard it's open. Yes, Mike. Yeah, countries are changing the restrictions less and less, which is awesome because eventually, hopefully, guys, it's been 2 years already into the pandemic. So hopefully we can start traveling again. Imagine traveling when you could just book your ticket and leave. That was the dream back in the day. We took that for granted. The fact that you could just buy your ticket and then later on you can even get to the country and then later on you book your hotel or you do the activities later on. Now it's such a process. Traveling is such a thing. Like it's so much work. You have to not only get your test, you have all these paperwork and all these things now. So I'm hoping that as countries are starting to, relieve the restrictions, travel is going to be back to normal again. That would be fun. That would be like, I want to go to Europe, book a ticket. Like there's a saying, if you guys watch Eat, Pray, Love, there's a saying that's like, oh, I want to travel the world. I want to do all these things. And the basically the idea is that this person is praying to the gods every day, like, please, I want to travel, I want to see the world. And then one day the god comes down and says, please buy a ticket. It was that simple back in the day, but now, right, it's it's a process. So hopefully as restrictions are slowing down, we can eventually just buy tickets and travel and see our family and enjoy life again. So that's the hope. We have more people. Hello, Marco. um, Hi from Da Nang. Oh, so you did okay, excellent. This is somebody, Tiva. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. You did comment about finding a glasses shop, and I helped her find that, and she did find it in Da Nang. So, oh, how is Da Nang? How is it? Like, I do miss it so much, guys. You guys can see, like, I'm smiling so much because 2.5 years in Vietnam is like it feels like it's my second home. Like Da Nang feels like the second Miami. Like I love it. I love the people, and it's such a great experience. I'm so happy that you're able to go there and find your glasses. Yes, it is opening up more now. I'm looking for a longer term if I will go there, but I also, you guys ask me a lot. So let me answer that question. A lot of people ask me, do I plan on going back to Vietnam? We definitely want to go back and see our friends and live there again. However, it's like because we were so comfortable there, we're also thinking, let's go explore, let's go do more things because like Vietnam feels like home, right? It feels like Da Nang feels like if I go there, I will get back to my routine. And I also feel like we're young. We have time to explore. We have time to do things. So why not? I don't want to get stuck into living, even though it's great. I love it. Like I really do love it. I can't wait to go back and see my friends and live there. I also want to go and discover more. I don't want to just get, so comfortable and I don't do much because we were in Vietnam for 2.5 years. I didn't go to Halong Bay, which is like the thing you have to do in Da Nang. I didn't in Vietnam, sorry, not Da Nang. I didn't even go do that. I didn't do anything because I loved living there so much, which I feel like it's good for me to get out of my comfort zone and do things that are not the day-to-day stuff, which is what we're gonna do here in Bali. Let me see what else. What else? Who's there? Um, Mike says he will be relocating to Bangkok in May for a new job. Can't wait to have Southeast Asia as a new base. Excellent. Happy for you, Mike. Yeah, I've been to Chiang Mai twice. Didn't go to Bangkok, but a lot of people say it's a lot better depending on what you like. So excited for you. Thai food is cool. So yeah, enjoy it. Definitely, definitely. Southeast Asia is something that I feel like we all need to experience because it gives you such a different quality of life. Like if you've never had the ability to live and when you make a lot more and you spend like in baht or in Vietnamese dong or something like that, or in Indonesian rupiahs, you really did get to experience a better quality of life. And I think that we all should try it because it just expands your mind. Like after living like this, you go home and you realize, okay, I don't want to buy so many clothes. I don't want to, just get all these materialistic things because I want to have a better quality of life. So I feel like it's exciting. Happy for you, Mike. Hopefully, like let me know how it goes, okay? Um, what else? What else? Eh, you had 1 week of rain in Vietnam. Yeah, rainy season. Hmm. Yeah. Marco, I have a question. I've been to Bali, but I think there are too many expats and I also don't feel so safe there. What are your thoughts? Of course, you can connect with many digital nomads, but not sure. Um, it's interesting because coming from Vietnam, I don't want to always compare the two because it's not fair, right? To compare them because they're two different countries and people and stuff. But definitely, just to give you a context, when I came to Vietnam, it was before the pandemic. So my experience was before there was, this chaotic world that we live in now. So when I got there, I feel like I had a better experience because people were friendlier. But I also understand that when I got here, we were on lockdown. We were on lockdown many times. So I didn't get to experience connecting with Indonesian people right away. That's at the beginning. And then as I started living here, I feel like there's a lot of young people. They're very enthusiastic. They want to show you around. Same thing that I feel in Vietnam. But I gotta say, it's a different experience because we're also living post-pandemic, if that makes sense. Now, as far as yeah, there are a lot of expats. One thing that's different in Bali is the roads are very small. They're really tiny. Like it's just enough space for a car and maybe a little bit of space for a bike. So there's a lot of traffic, and with a lot more tourists coming in, driving from place to place is a bit, it is a thing. Like it is a journey to go from one place to another, which I didn't expect because in Vietnam I got so used to, bigger road. The infrastructure is so much better that you can drive from one place to another and not have to worry about it. But again, like I don't want to compare too many countries. I have to watch out to do that because it's just not fair to do that if you guys understand. So in my experience, when you're talking about is it there are too many expats and is it safe? There are a lot of expats. Yes, it's safe. I mean, if you want to compare it to the US or Europe, yeah, it is. There are still things to watch out for. Like just because a place is safe, it doesn't mean that you can't be you should just let go and not be careful. For example, the safety that you have to worry about is basically theft, little thefts. Like somebody may want to steal your bag or something like that. But I don't feel like you need to worry about somebody putting a gun to your head. I don't think I've never heard of that. But yes, they can steal your stuff or that happens because obviously the economy, right? If you're thinking about us foreigners, we obviously come here with more money than the people that live here. So there is that stigma where like foreigners are here, they have money, so you have to be careful. But as far as safety, I mean, you feel fine. You can go out and stuff, but always be careful. Like I made in the video that I made about what you need to know before coming to Bali. I was explaining if you're going out as a girl, make sure you put your bag inside your scooter. Make sure your valuables are protected because yeah, it's a possibility of them being stolen. So in general, yes, you can feel safe. You don't have to worry about it. What hair products do I use, Medina? I don't use that many right now. I did order from Tokopedia, which is the Amazon here, or the is it Indonesian or maybe it's just Asian? Because in Vietnam I use Shopee. But you can order. I ordered the company that I use, which is Shea Moisture in the US, which is so expensive when you have things here, when you have to buy it here versus like in the US. But they're running out, and apparently shipping now is expensive. So I don't know how I'm gonna do. But I like to use Shea Moisture products, which are for curly hair. If I can't have it, then what I do is I use the products that they have here, but I will use I need a leave-in conditioner for curly hair. It's a must. But with what do you call the moisture here, the humidity? Oh my gosh, my hair shrinks so much. If you guys don't know the real length of my hair, I'll show you. This is the real length of my hair. Okay, but you can't tell because of the shrinkage. Okay. Yes, Shea Moisture is life. If you can just ship to me directly, that would be nice. Um, Sean, you're new. Hi. I just answered the question if we're going back to Vietnam. Like, we want to, and we're definitely going to go back eventually, as I said, because we love the people. But right now, we want to continue to travel and explore more of Southeast Asia. So maybe we'll go and visit, but not live there long term yet. And did I have a bad experience in Bali so far? Fiance online says, no, I haven't. Bali is a different experience. That's why it's good to travel. You have a different experience from every single country. And that's why I'm saying I have to watch out to not compare Bali to Indonesia, to Vietnam, because every country is different. Every culture is different. So one thing that you may experience from one, you can't expect from another. Same thing from your home country. You may expect some things when you travel. You have to learn to let go of the expectation and just enjoy and experience it from their point of view. So I think I have to see it in a different way. When I arrived to Bali, I was coming here with, I have to come here right away. Like it was just a lot of chaotic things happening. So um, it was a different way of experiencing it, but I definitely love it. I love the lifestyle. Like I can see why people come to Bali. There's a luxury here, guys. Like, whew, like Vietnam is so homey, like relaxed family and style, but Bali is luxury. Like also a lot of noise. But Bali has like if you guys haven't seen beach clubs, like cliff overlooking the water, like activities. It's a different world. Like the way the architecture is, like if you can afford to have a villa, there are beautiful architects that create amazing things that you've seen in magazine. If you guys ever used to watch magazines with, the architecture of cool buildings, some things that you see are for celebrities in California or something like that, you can find them here. They're beautiful. So there is that. One thing that is a bit difficult is for the lower prices, you don't find apartments. So to me, I find the living situation a bit different because as a person who's coming to a country, it's cool, like you can rent a room, but it's not common to find apartments. And I find that a bit different. Again, it's different, right? I can't say it's like something that I enjoy, but again, it's different. And I'm gonna learn to live with it. But yeah, I there's not a lot of apartments here in Bali, which I really I got spoiled with an apartment. That's why I'm like this way. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I like it. What's the raving about? A lot of expats are also raving about Malaysia and that countries have many cities of interest. Okay, I haven't been to Malaysia. Have I? No, I don't think I've been to Malaysia. But yeah, I mean, there's so many countries in Asia in general. Like one thing that the way that we had planned to travel, Ralph and I, before pre-pandemic was we wanted to find a hub. So what we like to do, we don't like to travel every single month. Like backpacking is not my thing. I don't like the idea of going from country to country, packing my bags, looking at a suitcase. That's not my thing. I want to have a place where I can call home. So ideally, it was going to be Vietnam for us. And then from there, we were going to travel all over Southeast Asia and discover other countries, kind of like go on a 2 week vacation. Or if for example, rainy season in Vietnam, I could decide I'm going to spend 3 months in Bali, I'm going to spend 3 months in another country. But ideally, I want to have a place to call home, to have my regular routines. I don't know about you guys, but when you don't have routines, your life can get chaotic. If you don't have people that you meet on a regular basis or things that you do, like I need that as something that makes me feel like I have a community or I have a life, and then from there travel and experience other things. So definitely wanted to go. Let me give you guys a little bit of context. Before the pandemic, 2020, beginning of 2020, I planned out my year of how I'm going to travel in Asia. So I figured March we're going to Singapore, which I already bought the tickets pre-pandemic. Then we're going to Bali, then we're going to Philippines, and then Ralph and I wanted to end the year 2020 in Japan. So that's how I was planning to do it. About every 3 months, we travel to a country, spend a week and a half, and then explore, and then come back to Da Nang. And then let's say we wanted a change from Da Nang after 2 or 3 years, we would move to another country and then do the same. Hope that makes sense. Um, Medina says, "Do I think of moving to Europe at one point?" Actually, yes, it's something that I want to do because I have cousins. So most of people in Haiti, when they traveled or left Haiti, like me, immigrated to other countries. I have cousins that immigrated to Europe, and they always told me what they loved about. They were going to college there. What they loved about it is that every little weekend they can take a train and just an hour, 2 hours, they're in another country just by train. They have a weekend in another country and then they come back home. To me, that's amazing. I feel like how great is it to visit countries by just being, because there's so close proximity between them, it would be nice to just travel. So I've always told Ralph, like, why don't we try Europe at some point? I'm like, we have to find a way to live in Europe. I would like to live in not every single continent, but most of them. I'm like, let's find a place in South America, in Europe, in Africa, in Asia, so that we can travel from there. Like, I would love to do the same thing, like find a hub, and then from there, I travel to different countries and so on. So yes, I wanted to do in Europe. If you guys don't know, I speak French, so I wanted to practice it more. Like, hey, let's go live in a French-speaking country or Spanish because I understand Spanish a little bit. So that was the goal. But then I gotta tell you guys, once you live in Asia, it's so difficult to go back to the other system because the conveniences here, oh, it's like Bali and Vietnam, and I'm sure all over Southeast Asia, Thailand, all of them, there's a convenience. Like for example, when you rent a place in general, it comes with cleaning is included. It's furnished, fully furnished. Sometimes laundry and a lot of those little services or things that are just mundane tasks that you don't want to do. They are available, and it's so normal. That's the thing. It's not a luxury. It's such a normal thing for people to do it here that it makes you so accustomed to it that when you go back to the West and you have to do your own thing. It's like, a lot of time that you want to not do these things. So that's why, Southeast Asia is definitely something that is an experience that you should have. And then eventually, yes, I'd love to try other things because why not, right? Mm. Mike, I was pleasantly surprised of Ubud's beautiful resorts in the hill with infinity pools overlooking canyons and so much. Yes, Ubud has some really nice places. We actually went to Ubud for, I don't remember when, but it was also rainy season here. So unfortunately, like we tried to film. That's why I think I only did a food video because it was raining so much. And I don't like the hills when it comes to driving because the roads are so small here. So that's why I didn't stay there longer. But I'll definitely go back now because it's sunnier. And let me tell you guys, so I didn't tell you guys this, but there was an earthquake today. Update. There was an earthquake today. We were actually just doing some work on the computer, and there's a fan, like the fan was like going pretty fast. So I thought it was just, the fan is just too strong. Because sometimes the fan is a bit disconnected, so it feels like it's moving. So I just felt something move, and I was like, wait, maybe it's the fan. And then the table kept on shaking. I was like, whoo. Have you guys ever experienced an earthquake? Because I had experienced one here. That's my second one experience in Bali. So it's a bit scary, to tell you the truth. It was very light, but still just the idea that, okay, are we okay? Can I move? Mm. Just wanted to update you guys, by the way. Back to take Chris Medina. I should look into creating TikTok channel. You would do well over there. Mm. Thank you. It's just I thought about it too. I thought about it doing TikTok, but the thing is there's so many social media platforms now. Like there's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I never got on, what was the other one? Snapchat. You know, I thought about TikTok, but I feel like I want to master one thing before I move to another. A lot of the time, like I thought about it many times. I'm like, I could just do it. It's quick. It's just on my phone. But it's, do I neglect YouTube to do that? Because I'm the type of person that when I start with one thing, if I start doing something else, I can't allocate the same amount of energy to all of them. So I'm just spreading my, you know, activities everywhere. So then I don't give you guys a great video. I'm even trying right now to change my camera because if you guys have seen my YouTube videos so far, I'm using Ralph's camera because my GoPro, the battery's dead and I can't find a GoPro shop here. So sometimes the idea is easy. Hey, I can just do it. But when it comes to practically creating a TikTok and all of that, it just takes a lot of headspace and a lot of planning. And I'm afraid that I would neglect YouTube too much. So eventually, when I get to being to create more on YouTube when I'm more comfortable, then I'll move to doing more TikTok. But at some point, yes. Somebody said, just realized there are no skyscrapers in Bali. Is it prohibited? Probably because you're right. I think the highest building I've seen here was about the fourth floor or something like that. They don't have a lot. I don't know if there's regulations. Also, like I said, there was an earthquake. So I don't know if it's because of that and the way that they build here. Not sure, but yeah, there aren't. And I wish there was a couple because I really would like to live in a have a nice view of Bali. That would be really cool. Um, Carolina says, have you been to Thailand yet? I would love to know someone's opinion on Thailand compared to Bali. I've been to Thailand, but only for, I went twice for a week each time. So just went on vacation. I didn't live there yet. So I was there in 2020. No, 2019. 2019, I went for Ralph's birthday one time. We did like um, ATV. We also did another. The first time we went there, we did the elephant sanctuary thing, which was nice. Thailand looks cool. I really like to live by the beach personally. So if I am gonna go back, I won't go to Chiang Mai. I would probably try Koh Mai or something like that, or Koh Phi Phi or whatever that those places are called. Um, I we really love living by the beach. It's really something that I don't know if it's because we're from the island. Like I used to live close to the beach in Haiti, like not where I could see it, but I was not far from it. So I don't know. There's something about being by the beach that we really enjoy. So we want to find something like that wherever we travel or want to live long term. Chiang Mai, there's a lot of activities. The food was amazing. Oh my gosh! Like one thing that's nice, they had this little stand with fresh juices just rolling around outside. Ah, so good. Yeah, I think it was cool. I don't know about living there long term. I would have to do my own experience, but one day maybe. Eastern Europe would be a great hub. It's very inexpensive. Yeah, I've heard. I have a friend in Portugal right now who was in Da Nang, and she told me I should check it out. So I'll check. I know it's inexpensive. I'm talking about the lifestyle. Like for example, the common things that, or like I said, it's common here to have maybe I shouldn't say because I don't know. So let me not say that. But if they have the same amenities that are available here, I definitely want to check it out now. But Ralph and I already talked about it. We are constantly going to travel. I feel like this is our life now. We love it, and we're gonna hopefully be able to see the whole world. And then we talked about if we retire, we would retire. Well, not retire, but like we could see ourselves going on cruises and living on a cruise for a long time. Like we did a cruise for a honeymoon, and then we found there was this old couple. There's a couple, old lady who lives on a cruise ship. Like I don't know how it is now with the pandemic, but she was living on a cruise ship, and she checked her expenses, and it was actually really nice. And imagine you're just waking up in another country every week, right? Like that's something that we talked about. We would probably do. Mhm. Um, Oh, thank you, Mike. He says to go check out the Ritz Carlton in Resort in Ubud. You can have breakfast there and see the amazing garden and nature. Hmm. I have to go back to Ubud so I can go to a waterfall. I went to one waterfall here, two waterfalls in Bali. We were with a group of people, but there are more, so I'd love to check them out and do that. The thing is, every time we think about driving so far in Bali, like an hour, 2 hours, sometimes I get discouraged, to tell you the truth, because it's so long. Being on a bike, I'm behind Ralph. I'm usually holding like bags or something. So sometimes it's a bit long. Even going to Uluwatu, which is technically 45 minutes, but the drive is it's pretty rough because the roads they're just long and smaller. So it's a bit of a trip, a road trip. But yeah, I definitely want to see it. I have to go back to Ubud for sure. Mohammed, I plan on moving to Bali. How many clothes should I bring? By the way, I love your energy. Keep it up. Thank you, Mohammed. So, what clothes should you bring? You know what happened? I was in Vietnam coming to Bali. I got rid of so many things, and I regret that so much because Bali, there are volcanoes here, there are mountains here, so you should definitely have your warm clothes. Obviously, if you're in the winter, like you've seen snow, like I've never seen snow in my life, so I don't know the negatives Fahrenheit. You don't have to worry about those kind of coats, but you definitely should bring a sweater or something. But and a lot of shorts, bathing shorts, and comfortable tops because you are going to sweat a lot. Things are breathable. Um, but don't get rid of your clothes and bring good quality underwear. Okay, bring that because sometimes the sizes here are not the same. I mean, they do have, H&M and stuff like that here, but if you have something that you really enjoy, that's my best advice for you guys. If you have clothes that are comfortable that you wear all the time, don't bring the stuff that you wear just to go out. Bring the stuff that you actually wear, okay, without even thinking about it. When you just the stuff that you wear every day, it's the same thing you're gonna do. You're gonna be more comfortable. So bring those. Don't bring the suits and stuff, that you're not gonna wear every day. Bring the stuff that you actually wear and that's comfortable for you and that's light. Mike says I can probably go to Thailand and do a short-term visit to Bali. and compare Thailand to Bali cost and efficiency. Yeah, I could do that. I could definitely do that. I'll think about it. Thank you. Uh, just like okay, Warhammer. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Asking if I'm planning to do a trip outside of Bali, go to Komodo Island, Lombok, or those things. Let me tell you something. I am not really interested in going to Komodo Island. I know it's like, I feel like after I went to Nusa Penida, Nusa Penida is the island that when I was in the US, I was thinking about Bali. I don't know if you guys are the same. If you haven't been here yet and you're thinking about coming to Bali, you see all those beautiful pictures, right? You see the rice field, you see the swings, you see like in the picture of the dinosaur head, right? That's in Nusa Penida. So I feel like sometimes maybe it's me, I put a lot of expectation on a place or on going somewhere and having this experience, you know? So when you get there and you realize it's a dragon head. I mean, it's just a rock, you know? So I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's just that sometimes it's a nice touristy thing to do. And then when you get there, you realize, oh, it's more hype than it was, you know, in my opinion. I don't want to tell you not to go because you have to make your own experience. You know, you have to do it. I would still go because I need to see it for myself so I don't tell myself, oh, I don't want to go because this person didn't like it. So for me, Komodo Island, I don't really want to see the Komodo dragon. I mean, it eats people. I don't want to, you know, it's not my thing. So Ralph wants to go, and the thing is, to go to Komodo Island, you have to go on a boat. I think you have to sleep on the boat to get there. So I get seasick. Apparently, I didn't know it was that bad, but I do get seasick, and I don't think it's. I don't want to sleep on a boat and potentially have seasickness for the whole trip. So I'm not really interested, so I don't think I'm gonna do it. I told Ralph if he wants to go, he should just go with some friends because I don't want to go. Yeah, scooter in Bali is definitely because it's hot, you know. So if you're doing trips around Bali and you're going on a scooter, it's fine. Like you can do it, you know. But depending on the time of the day that you go, you can have different type of experience because you're gonna get hungry. It's hot, like you're sweating, and um, but if you go maybe early morning or in the afternoon and it's not so far, then definitely is fine. Or you can take a car, but usually we have a bike, so we go by bike, you know. How is Ralph? Is he on his competitive sports event on this evening? He went yesterday to play basketball, and then after that came home and jumped in the pool. But yeah, he's as long as he's stretching. The point is he needs to keep stretching so he can do all these things, you know. But yeah, he's doing that. If you guys haven't seen, he played ping pong here in Bali and came out second or third in his ping pong competition, and he did pretty well. So I'm excited for him. He loves sports, so he's just always happy when he gets to do that. So yeah. Hmm. Still getting questions about any chance if I'm still coming to Dene. Yes, I will. I will come and visit. But I think, everything happens for a reason in life. So at the moment, I feel like it's time for me to explore where I am, experience Bali, because I've always wanted to live here too. Like, actually, if you guys don't know, before going to Vietnam, when I was in, Ralph and I were talking about traveling for a long time, way before, like before we were married, we were talking about we want to travel, live abroad, and so on. Now, when looking into Southeast Asia, there's only two countries that we looked at first. It was Indonesia and Thailand. Because if you think about 2015, 2016, the only digital nomad hotspot or the idea of living abroad or something, those things were really focused on Thailand and Bali because those two places had kind of built that digital nomad environment, meaning that you had the apartments, the activities, the community, all of that was already based in Thailand and in Bali. So for us, we're like, okay, we're going to Thailand or Bali, those two places. And then when we started to, like, you have those things in the back of your head, but when you're actually going to make the move, that's when you start doing the deep research. Now, when we started doing the research, we found out that at the time that we were looking, there were like the prices in Bali were very high. So we said, do we really want to go there the first time and spend so much money? Because I don't want to go there and have, less money, right? I need to be able to enjoy my money here. So then we looked at Thailand, and everybody was saying Thailand is great. However, there's burning season in Thailand, which means that for a certain time they are going to burn the rice field. And because Chiang Mai, where everybody goes, it's a valley, the smoke stays there. So you're basically breathing in that pollution every day. So we found out that people were leaving Chiang Mai and going to Da Nang or Vietnam in general for a little, getaway. So this is how we found out about Da Nang. We just saw people were leaving Chiang Mai, going to Da Nang. We're like, what's Da Nang? Let's check it out. What's going on in Vietnam? Because Vietnam was not on the radar of places to travel. So when I was looking at Da Nang, we saw it. We're like, wow. If you guys look at the picture of Da Nang and you look at the picture of South Beach, Miami, it's like it's the same, like not exactly the same, but obviously there's a beach, there's a road, there's the high rise. I'm like, I look at Da Nang, I see a beach, the road, high rise, plus there's a mountain, plus there's the city, like downtown is right there. To me, I was like, let's buy the ticket and let's go, which is what we did. So I forgot where I was going with this. Where did I start this conversation? My head is going. But yeah, that's how we decided to move abroad. Yeah. Yeah, he did. He did very well. Yeah, seasickness is not worth it. I agree with you. Thank you. Ralph did very well for sure at the ping pong tournament because he hasn't practiced in a long time because in the Nang before that in Miami he was doing ping pong tournaments. He was actually winning in his level. He was going to this tournament in North Miami, I believe. And yeah, he was doing pretty well. Had a couple of medals and trophies and stuff. And then when he got to Da Nang, he got into the ping pong club, but then he left that and got more into basketball because he got into the basketball team, which he got so excited about. But anything to do with sports, Ralph is in it. But yeah, his video was great and stuff. Let me see if he can come and say hi. You guys want to see Ralph for a bit before I end the video because we're already 40 minutes in, right? Let me see if I can call him and tell him to come here. Come here. Come on and say hi. All right, he's coming. Let me see the answer. Every question read. Are you still teaching English online? Ish. There's not that many companies, but yes. Here you are. You want to come and sit? Oh, this chair is pretty low. Come and say hi to the community. I have.
Hello.
Hi. Everybody's asking about you playing basketball and your games and stuff. You probably need my headset. Here.
Oh, you're doing the talking.
I'm gonna close soon because it's already 45 minutes. But come on, Ralph, come and say hi.
Hi, Chris. I don't know if I said it right.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any question for Ralph? He's like, I'm not here for this. I'm just saying.
Nah, I just finished publishing my video now, so just now.
What is it about?
A tour, giving a tour of Canggu. So
A tour, like on your bike? Is it? That's your
Mike. Yeah, and I remember you, Mike. Yeah, actually, yeah. Actually, I don't
so
know
Mike,
if
hold on. Mike said that he's one of the people that convinced Ralph to never give up on durian. I don't like it, but
yeah, I like it now.
yeah.
Why I don't dance salsa I mean, I dance when she forces me to.
This is why it's good. This
It's
is why we have two different channels, and it's good for us to have different hobbies. I feel like it's so good when you do that because at first I'm like, oh, why doesn't he want to dance? Why? And then same thing for him. Do I have to go and always watch his videos? Not his videos, his games. Like I do go and we support each other, but we want to do our own thing too. Like I love to dance, and if he doesn't want to, I don't want to force him to learn how to dance, But he dances with me sometimes in private.
I dance with you in public too.
Yeah, but not really.
Yes, I do. I can tell you countless times I've danced with you at Echo Beach in Da Nang. I've danced with you. I've
At
danced
Echo
with you in
Beach?
public social
Yeah, but
dances.
it's not like
There's no but. You see, that's why ungrateful. I
I'm
have
grateful, but it's not like it's not the same thing. For when you want to dance, when
uh,
somebody likes to dance, okay, they want the other person to like you
yes,
hear the song and you're like, oh, I love that song. I want to dance with
yeah.
somebody. You don't feel that way. You
No,
just
my heart is not into it. Like it's
exactly.
not my thing. So
I
I do
know.
it to satisfy her. But
That's what I'm saying. Like you
yeah,
dance with me, but it's not like you love to dance and you
yeah.
want to dance. Like when I hear my music, I'm like, oh,
It's like her coming to play basketball with me. It'll be cute and fun.
but I don't.
But once it's time to get competitive, I'm gonna need some of the
I could, I,
players.
I could like
Uh,
motivate you. One thing that I've done when he used to play, when he used to do competition for ping pong in the tournaments in Miami, he would play and I'm in the back like motivating him, and I get really loud and then I scare his opponent sometimes.
not scared. When I do a good
Demotivate
job
them.
and like she'll clap and yell like,
No, no, not just you. I'm like, yeah, good
and then
job, get him, babe. And then the people are like,
and one day this girl was
okay.
like, well, it was really bothering her while she was playing. We got Christina in the background, but I'm like, hey, that's called home court advantage.
I
Yeah.
was motivating, but then sometimes when you used to play pool, I would come and watch you, and then that's when you lose. So
Yeah, in college, I would just lose focus because I was talking to you and
yeah,
stuff. But yeah.
so it works out. Yeah. Any more questions for Ralph, guys?
Mm. Uh, yeah.
Yeah. So
But hey, next time though, probably in like 2 more months, I don't know when they will have another one.
so
I'll be practicing for him.
if you guys want to see his activities like sports, and actually if you guys want to see sports and what else do you do mostly, like I guess it's a man's side of Bali, so if you guys want to see like his perspective, you can watch more of his YouTube channel in that sense. And you said you just had a video today
Hmm.
on
That's not sports. That's just giving a tour, riding around Canggu.
yeah.
Yeah. So Chris, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Says, is there a good? Yes, actually, some of my friends from the place that we used to live in, just yesterday, two of them, they're surfers. Two of them went to the physiotherapy therapist yesterday. So there are quite a few here. I never went. I went to a chiropractor in Da Nang.
I missed that. That's
Nothing
nice.
for like injury recovery or anything like that, but
You just need to
there are quite a bit. Yes.
yeah, there is everything
Hmm.
here. Yeah, that's the thing. There are things here. One thing that's really cool about Bali is that you'll find alternative medicine that, or maybe you'll find the same thing as in the US, but they're a lot cheaper, Um, so you'll find them. Sometimes it's just like trying to find where it is, because it's a bit far.
Yes. Is what was his name?
Oh yeah, what's his name?
Tom or yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I know where he lived. Yeah, it was cool. You guys have
No,
seen the videos in the name yet?
in Bali, they're not. No, no.
Wait, when you respond, they don't know what you're responding to, so you
Oh,
have to say
somebody says, is everyone Australian in Bali still? No, you'll find number one, you'll
European,
find
all European.
people from the Netherlands. Number one, so far I can say. Number two, I'll say Russian. Surprisingly, there in Vietnam, there's like a whole town called
Island.
in Nha Trang. That's like the menu at the restaurants are in Vietnamese in Russian. So, but I didn't know there were a lot of Russians here in Bali too. But I've met a lot. I play basketball with a lot of them. Um, so definitely Dutch and Russian, and then number three, I guess everywhere else in Europe.
I say Europe. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because we have French. Some people that are from France. Um,
Hmm.
I've met some people when I went
A lot of
dancing. I
French
met a
too.
guy that's from Mexico. I met a because you go dancing, people dance salsa. Because the salsa that I know, there's different types of salsa. If you guys don't know, there's you can dance salsa Cuban style. Since I was in Miami, that's the style that I learned. But a lot of people learn LA style, and their steps are different. So we some people go on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and some people go on 1, 2. So it was completely different. So I did meet some people from Mexico, some people from um, Latin America as well. I don't remember exactly, but there are some, but the majority definitely is European, definitely as far as foreigners. Not a lot of Americans. You know Americans
Nah.
here? No. Yeah, there are not
Not
that many.
really.
Where are you guys? Come on.
Yeah.
Musical place. So, no, not in Sontra. It was the chiropractor didn't live in Sontra. It was more south.
Yeah, it was
Closer to
Mian.
Mien, but like even further
Mhm.
than Mien in that
Yeah.
sense. All right.
But maybe he moved. I don't know.
Probably. All right, guys. Thank you so much. You're gonna go to. I'm gonna leave too because it's gonna be an hour.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. You're gonna go first.
Yeah.
You're gonna go now.
You can say
Okay.
goodbyes.
So yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for coming on. Let me know if you guys want to see more content. Actually, I want to let you know about what I'm gonna do now with the channel. I want to give you guys lifestyle vlogs, but not just random vlogs. Like I want to give you guys videos that are gonna be inspirational. Some things that when you're done watching, it gives you like something that you want to do or take action towards. I don't want you to just watch it and just be like, okay, another video. I want you to take something from it. So that's what I'm working on. I want to give you something that's nice and has quality and it has a lot of value. So that's what I'm working on. And then I'm going to also give you guys a little bit of information about the place that we're in. I'm not going to show you too much because there are a lot of people living in. So I'm going to show you what I can and give you the price. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. And I will see you guys in another video. Have a good night and a great weekend. Bye.